Hi, this is Morten from TC Electronic, and I'm here with the legendary Mike Stern. You're playing in Copenhagen today. Who is on your team?
Mainly, this is a project between myself and Victor Wooten, who's one of the greatest bass players of all time. You know, really an amazing musician, amazing bass player, great writer. I mean, I dig all his stuff. And we've been playing together from time to time. Mainly, he's been playing my stuff, and then we decided to do this project together for this particular tour this summer. And it's with Bob Franceschini, is playing saxophone, who plays with me a lot and plays with Victor some, and a great tenor saxophone player. So it's really fun.
I just saw you had a new CD out. What's the theme of that CD?
Well, it's a lot of different people. And I think it hangs together, even though there's a lot of different guests on it. I worked kind of hard to make sure everything kind of worked together. And also I wrote all the tunes, so it's got a certain kind of continuity that way. And I'm playing on the whole thing for better or for worse, hopefully for better. But it still sounds like one record with a lot of variety, I think.
So let's take it back from the start. When did you start playing?
I started playing last week, and I looked and saw the guitar on the bed. I woke up and I could play. It was amazing. Yeah, that's actually a John Abercrombie. I'm stealing that from John Abercrombie. He's an amazing guitar player and very funny guy. He said that once in an interview, and I thought it was a riot. No, I played when I was around 12. I started. I'm 60 now, so I've been going for a while, and so it's been a real pleasure. I mean, I love to play guitar. I love to play music, and so it's been a blessing, a real blessing. And to get a chance to make my own records and CDs and go out and play everywhere, you know, all over the world with my own tunes has been really a privilege. And then to play with such great players over the years.
Especially you've played with Miles Davis, such an icon. Can you tell us a little bit about how it was to be in that band?
It was an amazing experience. Miles was so homegrown, you know, he's a genius, but it was like almost garage band, the way we used to rehearse. Really funky kind of rehearsals, left a lot of stuff on a lot of details unchartered, you know, and left it up to kind of coming together as we played more. So it was really interesting, incredible player. And the thing about playing with all those guys, like all these musicians have one thing that's very important to me, which is that the heart is the first and foremost. The groove and the heart of the music is the first thing that you feel. You know, it seems to me. There's interesting stuff played, and a lot of, you know, it gets somewhat involved because the vocabulary, when you play as long as we've all played, the vocabulary kind of expands, especially if you're really kind of jazz oriented, even if you're coming from a different place and you got a lot of kind of jazz. The jazz vocabulary can go forever, but Miles especially, and the people that I love to play with and have gotten a chance to play with, all seem to have a way of connecting even the hardest stuff with somebody that doesn't know anything about what the hell you're doing, you know? They can feel it. So it's Bob Franceschini, when he's a fantastic tenor player that's playing tonight with us. And but he has this way of, you know, his sound, it's very emotional. It just gets you right away. Even if you don't know what a saxophone is, you know, you just hear that. And of course Victor has that big time. And so does Dorico. They're very heartfelt kind of players. And all the guys that I've already mentioned were like that too. And so that's the most important thing about music to me.
I just had a thought that if you've been playing like for 40 years or more, right? How can you keep being fresh?
That's it. And a very good, you know, a question and kind of just a statement that how do you do that is something that, because it's not necessarily in my way, I like to do it by trying to find new stuff all the time. So I have lots of books of stuff I've written out, transcriptions of different saxophone players and piano players, and I try to play that on the guitar. And guitar players too, but now especially other instruments other than the guitar. For years I've been doing that. So I have tons of stuff like that. and the vocabulary, different ideas, and wow, how is he connecting this chord to that chord, or what scale is that, or that kind of stuff. But there's the other, which keeps it fresh for me, new vocabulary, and that's one thing. But the other thing is knowing that you're going to play something maybe you played a million times, and you play it like it's the first time. You're just going to lean into it and play it like, you know, you mean it. And that's another way of improvising in a way. It's just a way of making it sound fresh. So that's, however you get to that, whether it be a combination of playing the same stuff you know, or some new stuff all the time, you know, some combination of that, or just playing kind of similar shows every night, but making it sound like it's the first time. That's a different way of doing it. That's not the jazz way so much. I think we always try to find new stuff from each other, but there's an element of that with everybody. With Miles, with everybody had their stuff that they would play, but they'd put it in a way as though it was like they're singing it and meaning it. So yeah, the spontaneity is really important, and just playing from the heart is the main thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Really,
thank you.
Really nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you.